how to grow your business with higher end clients. Stick around because in this video, I'm gonna teach you what to do step by step. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. My name is Marian, and if this is your first time here and you want to learn more about how to get more clients, how to enroll them into higher end packages, products, or services, stick around, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to make sure you don't miss anything. You'll learn the step-by-step, that literally the process that you need to follow so you can actually get higher end coaching clients, consulting, or for a service-based business. All right, let's jump in. I really want to stress on the fact that if you didn't watch any of the previous lessons, go back in there and watch them, because all of this will make sense today, but we've done a complete session just on number one, just on 1, 2, and on the third one as well. So it's very important. If you haven't watched those, go watch those and then come back to this one, because this is going to be a game changer, I promise you. All right. So this is the actual high ticket funnel. Now, the actual funnel itself, it'll be here below, and I'll explain exactly how this applies to your business, but it's very powerful to understand what happens before the funnel. So when I say high ticket funnel, in my scenario, the whole thing that it's on the map now, this is the high ticket funnel. It's not just what's here below, because what's here, yes, it works, but if you do this, you're gonna achieve so much more. One, you'll be able to build your personal brand. Number two is you'll become that influencer that people will see everywhere they go. There are benefits to that, because now you can impact so many more people that you've been impacting before. Now it's so much easier for you to just invite people to work with you. I really want you to pay attention to everything that's going to happen today, because this can literally change your business, all right? So let's recap for a second. Session number one was problem-solving content, right? So you'll be able to just create pieces of content around problems that you solve for your ideal clientele. So it'll be how to X, Y, and Z. 3 tips to solve the problem that you solve for your client. Avoid these 2, boom, boom, boom. 5 ways to solve X, Y, and Z, right? You get the point here. That's super important, because it's not just content that you throw out there with what you ate today and, if you went to school, or if you went to work, whatever. No, it's actually solving a problem, and not just any problem. You'll solve the biggest problem in your client's life. And when you lead with that, that gets you to a whole new level of know, like, and trust. Because now people will be, feeling impacted by you because you led with that type of content first, right? Now, step number 2 is you get to your competitors. So that's huge, because people spent millions of dollars building their personal brands, and now it's almost unfair. You can literally target their audiences, right? So you'll go to audience number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So one little trick in here, almost like a dirty trick, to be honest, you can go to every one of these guys' pages and see what ads they're running. I want you to understand what I just said. You can go to any of these guys' pages and target and see exactly, before you even run any ads, you can see what ads they're running. Facebook will tell you, Instagram will tell you, all of them. They'll tell you every single word that they saying in their ads for their audience. Like, think about how crazy is that. You know where your ideal clients are because you identify your competitors. And 2, you know what to say to them. That's super huge. But on top of that, when you add this layer of, because some of them, may not pay attention to that problem-solving content anymore, but you can come out of nowhere and completely disrupt the audiences by actually solving a problem for them, right? So super important to pay attention to that. So then you'll put your content in front of audiences. So you'll have, let's say, 3 pieces of content, and you'll show it to one audience, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna understand that, oh, this one doesn't work, this one doesn't work, this one doesn't work, this one is too expensive, this one 2, this one is too expensive, this one is too expensive, this one is too expensive, all right? All of a sudden, now what you're gonna be able to do is you're gonna be able to grab audiences that actually work from metrics that you look at, and I talked about this in day 2, session 2, and now you grab those audiences and you keep them all in like 3 different buckets, and now you start showing them ads based on the time that they spent watching your video, right? So it'll be 50%, 75%, 25%, 100%, whatever it is. But the goal here is this is how you create the omnipresence effect. You just use those 3 buckets. You're not using the cold audience anymore unless you run out of space in here and you hit ad fatigue. Then you can just expand and add another audience in here, like put audience 5 and keep adding more competitors and show them more content. And that's gonna just be running on autopilot. But what happens here is now, because you have this entire thing, you can show them ads on different platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Messenger. You can keep showing content to the same audience. And think about how powerful is that, because now they're gonna see you everywhere they go, not you go. Everywhere they go, they'll be able to see you. So you'll be strategically creating other pieces of how to, or 3 tips to solve this, or 5 ways to do this, this, and that. It's so much powerful to just use a big bucket of an audience that you're going to show relevant content. 1, your cost is gonna go way lower. And because of that, you're going to be able to get high engagement on your post. And again, you're doing this through paid advertising. And at the beginning on these, you're literally just spending $1 per day per each piece of content that you show, right? Like you'll be showing, let's say, $3, $6, $9, $12 a day, tested for about a week. And then you look at the metrics and you'll understand what to continue doing and what not. So it's huge, 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 right? So next step in the process, like I said, is you'll be adding this omnipresence effect to your own strategy of before you even show the funnel to anyone else. Now, out of this entire audience, like you basically now at the end, you have the same audience, but on different platform, depending how they like to consume the content. And now you can actually have the funnel, the high ticket funnel. So the way you do that is you lead with a high value ad. And I'll put in here high value ad. What is that? Well, what do you think? Problem solving. You're solving a problem again. Now, you can solve a problem in this scenario with a picture. You can solve a problem now, which I highly recommend, through a live video. So, there are multiple ways that you can do this, but it still has to be high value. It still has to be people wanted to learn more from you, because now you just show them so much love. You show them so much value in advance without asking for anything. When you're going to ask them to either download something from you or present them a web class, something like a webinar or a video training like this, it's so much easier for people to attend one of your trainings or to download something from you when you show them all these things ahead of time, because now it's going to be a game changer for, 1, the way that you acquire leads, and then the way that you have them watched whatever you present to them. So for example, in this scenario would be, it can be something that you talk about a strategy, and then you come down here and you show them a presentation, 30 minutes to an hour, about how people can actually implement what you told them, or how to, really solve that problem that they have in their life, in their relationship, in their business, whatever business model you have, right? So on this web class, at the end, it's so important, you're not going to sell anything. You're going to ask people to book a call to you. The reason this is important is you are able to talk to people and not sell at all, basically, because once somebody gets to you here and they go through this machine, because this is basically what it is. This is a machine. They come right here, and instead of you just throwing a number to them, now you invite them on a phone call, and it's easy for you to enroll, because, on that phone call, you're just going to listen what's their actual problem that they can't figure out how to solve. And that's the reason why they are on the call with you, because otherwise they would have had their stuff together, right? Like they would have had their health together, their relationship, their business, whatever the process it is that you work with your clients, they would have not been on the call with you. So having, like nowadays, it's such a huge noise online. So that's why you want to grab people from online and grab them, on a phone call with you. And on that phone call, there's no pushy sales techniques, there's no pressure selling, anything like that. You literally just ask questions about their problem. And at the end of those questions, you just want to be careful to paint the picture of what's the main reason that they're on the call with you. And the main reason is, well, they haven't solved their problem yet. That's the main reason. When you get to this phone call, it's so much easier for you to ask for a higher end price for your program. It can be anything higher than $2,000 to $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000, depending, or even more than that, depending, of course, the level of the problem that you solve for your clients and the return on investment that they can see after they work with you. So just think about it. It's a no-brainer. If you can save somebody's marriage, what's the return on investment on that? Like people, would spend all their money, all their savings to be able to save their marriage, right? Like it's a no-brainer. If you are in a bad shape and you want to get your health back, you would pay whatever the amount so you can get your health back, right? If your business is going bad and you want your business to go, back on track and make more money, it's a no-brainer for you to invest after you go through all this process. Of course, it's a machine. Of course, it's a process. Of course, there's a lot of things in here that, at the first sight, you may not understand. So that's totally cool. So what we've done is me and my team, we set apart a couple spots that we can actually talk to you over the phone and understand what it is in this process that you don't know how to implement. And by now you've seen the huge impact that you can have in your client's life or in your client's business. And whatever it is in this process, if you're watching this video, it means that you don't have it implemented, right? Like it's just a no-brainer. Now, you have two options to move forward. One is you can either try and implement all of these yourself, or if you need help with it, below this video, you're gonna see a button and you'll click that. We'll just ask you for some basic information, jump with us on a call so we can see exactly where do you lack clarity, which of this entire machine you're missing, which part you're missing. It may be multiple parts. It may be, right? Like I can only impact you so much through this video, through this training. And this training has actually a lot of things into it that if you can go and see and figure it out, it's a lot of content in here that can help you. But of course, if you need help with implementing all this thing and how to go about it, just click the link below, jump with us on a phone call. It's going to be a 45 minutes, the most important call in your business so far. I can guarantee you that, because again, there's no pressure selling, that's nothing like that. We'll identify what are the places that you lack clarity in, what are the parts that you're missing. And if it makes sense for us to work together, you'll be invited to work with us. But when you click the link below, you'll see there are only a few spots open. And every month we only open a certain amount of spots to be available because we don't work with too many private clients, right? My time is super valuable. And of course, my team only has so much free time available to talk to people. So hit the link below, hit the button below, book a time to talk to us, and we'll be more than happy to show you exactly on this map where do you lack clarity, all right? Also, I'm super interested to find out about you. Was this training helpful? Let me know in the comments what are the things that you lack clarity, and I'll be more than happy to answer back. But if you need that personal attention, if you need that person to talk to over the phone, hit the button below, and I can't wait to talk to you on the other side. Take care. Yo, don't go anywhere. Hit these 2 other videos because I'm gonna have so much more information to share with you, and I'm pretty sure you can get some cool, valuable, and actionable steps. So just click one of these 2, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.